Yo, what is up, guys? Boris here. I'm coming to you guys with a fellow OPTC player here. His name's Aminul, I believe. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Uh,
So,
yeah, and I'll let him talk. Go ahead and introduce who you are, man. Go ahead and introduce sort of what you're going
I,
through and what you're looking for.
I'm Aminul from London. I'm a Paralympic athlete. I'm a wheelchair racer, and I've been training for almost all my life. But I've just been classified 2 years ago. So I'm a T54 athlete. Um, Obviously I use a racing chair, which is pretty much broken, damaged, worn off. Like literally been using a 10-year-old chair. So I'm pretty much in need for a new chair. The only problem is that I don't have any fundings, and obviously I've applied for a fundraising page, but unfortunately that didn't go too well. So I'm desperately looking for help. Only reason why is because I need to enter the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. That's something that I have to do.
All right, so let me, I guess, explain to people who are watching this video what exactly he's talking about. So he's pretty much trying to be it's his passion is wheelchair racing, if I understand it correctly. It's something. It's a Paralympic sport, I believe, is what they call it. And your wheelchair, you're pretty much using. You can't even use the wheelchair that you have, right? From what I understand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So go over real quick. What's wrong with the wheelchair? I've seen a lot of the things, but and I want to say too that this has been a learning experience for me because I didn't really know too much about wheelchair racing or Paralympic sports. So I've spent up a lot of time doing research, and it's really interesting. So go ahead and let him know what's wrong with your wheelchair and why it's pretty much unusable.
But yeah, pretty much everything. Basically what happened was while I was doing one of my hill training, I kind of misturned because what I normally do with my hill training is I'll go up a hill, go back down, and then go round straight up to the steep hill, then go back down. Um, so yeah, go back down, and then I turn in and do a 400-meter sprint. So what happened was that I did the 400-meter sprint. I turned in for the 400-meter sprint, but I kind of misturned, and I scraped through my side frame where the wheels are. So when I try to push with my wheels, that's it's kind of rubbing against my wheels. So
Yeah.
that's one of the problems. I've got so many other problems. I've got obviously my push rooms, which when I that was kind of my fault only because I kind of put a lot of power on my pushes, which I meant to do anyway. So when I did that, I my push room fell off. So that's what happened. Had a championship race this May, and my push room literally just fell off. My It
Uh,
literally popped out. My seats literally cracked on the verge of breaking.
yeah.
My compensator, for those who don't know what's a compensator, is that a wheelchair only goes straight. And in order for you to turn, there's like a mini turning bit where you hit it. So
Yeah.
it's
So
like,
so what he's talking about is normally so when you use a wheelchair in wheelchair racing. Here, I'll wait.
here. So like that.
Yeah, so normally when you're doing wheelchair racing, from what I've seen, you spend most of your time actually spinning the wheels with your hands. You don't actually have an actual wheel in front of you, so you have to use the compensator to move left and right, from what I understand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
your compensator is broken, so you can't turn. Your seat's about to fall, from what I understand. The whole right side is broken.
Everything.
Yeah, so everything with that chair is pretty much messed up. And so you said that they actually will not provide you with any funds or anything for the wheelchair from the actual
No,
organization.
yeah, basically what happened, what annoyed, actually, this is what annoyed me so much, right? Right before I got classified, well, right after I got classified, I actually emailed Job King. He's one of the British athletics organizer. And he said, I told him that, "Hey, look, listen, I need a new chair. Is it possible for you to sort me out with a new chair?" He goes, "Unfortunately, we don't have a new chair." And then obviously over time, the more I'm using my chair, the more it's getting, the more broken it is. So I emailed him again, and he replies back to me saying that unfortunately we can't give you another chair only because you're not an amateur anymore. So that kind of annoyed me so much, the fact that he kind of changed his story.
Okay, yeah. And so you said you actually are a OPTC player. How long have you been playing it? What's your
I've been
experience with OPTC?
I've been playing it for 2 years. Yeah, for 2 years. I'm playing for 2 years. I actually started global first, and then I moved on to Japan. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. I kind of nag all my friends to play it, but they don't. They actually, every time when I pop up the game when I'm chilling, they say that I'm still playing that silly game.
Oh, what are your favorite teams, favorite legends, favorite moments that you've had?
Uh, Actually, I'm currently using a Blackbeard. I'm currently using a Blackbeard Lucid team,
Oh,
which
yes,
is
okay,
very
nice,
weird.
nice. Yeah. It's weird, but it
But my
works,
main,
man. It works.
it works. It actually works perfect for some weird
The
reason. But my main team is a Gear 4,
Gear 4.
Luffy.
We call him the Gear Money and on my stream.
Yeah.
It's become a meme. Um, but no, so explain to them because you were telling me so your dream is to compete in 2020 Olympics if possible. So you have to go through qualify. Well, explain the process and all that stuff.
Uh, but now basically, obviously, I have to enter the 2020, and what happens is that I have to be in the top five in the world. So I pretty much have 2 years to get in the top five because they start to select the teams around 2020, around on the exact day. I'm not too sure exactly what month, but they select the teams exactly on that year.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's it's a it's a very
Yeah, and
stressful
how
at that
long?
time.
Yeah, how long have you been training? Is this something that you're really passionate about? Like, because you were telling me that this is pretty much what you sort of been focusing on for so long, and that you want to use wheelchair racing as an inspiration for other Paralympic, people who are trying to get into that. So go ahead and
Um,
explain that.
okay, basically, this is basically 'cause with me as a disabled person, I kind of obviously get a lot of people looking down on us. You kind of see a disabled person instantly, and you think, okay, this person he can't do this or he can't do that. I kind of wanna convey a message saying that, look, listen, obviously I'm a disabled state. I managed to get to the top only because I worked hard. You know what I mean? It's like saying that, no matter where you are, no matter what kind of disability you have, you can achieve your goal. You can achieve your goals no matter what. That's the kind of thing I have to kind of send
Hmm.
because I kind of don't want that stereotype anymore.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
you're doing it for a good cause.
Yeah.
And so pretty much what he's asking, I'm gonna leave the page down below, guys. I think it's a GoFundMe or that kind of style. I explain how much you're asking for and pretty much what's gonna go. What if people do donate and what's gonna go towards.
Basically everything's sort of planned out. Everything. There's this one particular chair I really want. Um, it's an Ox engineering chair, which is a Japanese chair. So I'm kind of getting it all the way from Japan. This is the reason why I'm asking for 4,000 only because that's how much a carbon frame costs. Which I know it's a bit insane. It's very insane, but a carbon frame actually makes a very massive difference when it comes down to racing.
Yeah, if your dream is to be in the Olympics, you need to have at least a known I guess brand share, something that's actually going to be usable, at least
Yeah,
for your training as well. So, from what I understand, you've had this ability since pretty much birth. Is that right?
yeah,
So yeah, and you've always been pushing, trying to get better, and this is training is actually one of your passions, right? And that's why you've been working so hard to
yeah,
compete in this.
yeah. I love. To be honest, I love training. It's a funny story. To be honest, it's a funny story because I love basically with me. I started off wanting to be an animator, right? I wanted to create my own anime, and at that time I came up from an operation when I was in college. Came up from an operation, so I was stuck on my wheelchair. So I had a friend of mine. She would always get annoyed at me. Every time when I used to get on my wheelchair, I used to always go fast, and she would get annoyed at me. That kind of reminded me that I used to be an athlete, so I kind of got back into it again.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I enjoy it so much sprinting. That's what it is. It's my thing, sprinting. I love it so much.
Yeah, so you like the high speed and all that stuff, and you can definitely get that in a wheelchair.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, even if so. Yeah. Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts? I definitely, like I said, we'll be uploading this. If you guys want to support, I'll leave a link down in the description and probably in the comments as well. And I think this would be just a really cool opportunity to help out a fellow OPTC player, help out someone on the community. Give them your final thoughts. Anything you want to say?
Uh,
at the end.
I would really, honestly, I would really appreciate it. I know this thing is very, very important to me. I mean, obviously, I want to motivate people so much, as well as going to Japan is my thing. Like, I have to go to Japan. It's like something that I really love so much. So it's for me personally, it's like I get to the two things I love the most: entering in sorry, racing in Japan and going in Japan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To making the
Because
Olympics 2020 in Tokyo, you definitely would get the opportunity to go to Japan
I have
and get two
this
dreams in once. You know, two dreams in one.
race.
So yeah.
This is the ultimate goal.
Yeah, but definitely, guys. Like I said, I'll leave all the info down below. He's someone who's really does take this seriously. Someone who's been training his whole life, and I think again this would be a great opportunity to help a community member's dream, help him towards his dream, accomplishing his dream, and then his dream is also to try to get other people and encourage those people to accomplish their dreams as well. So thank you very much, guys. I'll leave all his info down below. Thank you for taking the time to interview and reaching out. Again, even though it is about trying to help funds for you, it's really learning experience for me. I learned a lot of things. So thank you very much, man. And with that, guys, until then, peace.